Hello.
பேக்ரவுண்டு லைட்டை கம்மி பண்ணி ட்ரிம் பண்ண சொல்லுங்கள். சொல்லுங்கள். அவங்க தான் பேசுகிறாங்க. அவங்க தான் பேசுகிறாங்க. சொல்லிட்டேன் நான் பேசுகிறேன்.
ஓகே போலாமா?
லைட் கொஞ்சம் லைட் ஓகே.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Professor Amanda Broderick, and I'm the Vice Chancellor and President of the University of East London. And the University of East London is here in India this week for three primary reasons. So our first, probably the most important one, is to pursue our endeavours in global employability. So our graduates are graduating from the Careers First University, and our focus is on global graduate employability, not only ensuring that our students get a great degree, but also they've got the skills and the partnerships and the networks and the experience and the competencies to thrive and flourish in their careers. So number one, it's about global graduate employability, and we work with many industry partners to secure that global employability. For example, Siemens, who are here today. Secondly, it's about the connection between academe and industry to advance innovations. So today it's all around sustainable innovation. Again, for example, it's our Sugarcrete innovation that has been developed, created, invented at the University of East London and is being put into practice with industry partners here in India. And thirdly, it's about academic partnerships. So working very much in partnership with a variety of Indian academic institutions. For example, one notable partnership is the B.S. Abdul Rahman Crescent Institute of Science and Technology, where we provide Turing Scheme placements. And these placements enable Tamil Nadu students to experience the UK's work culture while enhancing their skills in high demand industries, again preparing them for global careers. So global employability, academic partnerships, and putting innovation into practice. What is Sugarcrete? Okay, it's a very good question. Professor Tan, you don't need
Hello, very good question indeed. My name is Professor Tan. I'm the Dean of the School of Architecture, Computing and Engineering. I'm also the Vice Provost for Technology. So all the environmental sustainability related research mostly we have done in my school, what we call School of ACE. So Sugarcrete, basically we use the sugarcane waste breakers to make construction materials. Like the gentleman, Mr. Sunas and myself, to actually introduce early on, we invented this, this research, this project, and it was nominated for the Institute Prize, which Prince William, the Prince of Wales, checked that scheme, and we were the finalists, shortlisted. And so, as was mentioned early on, we have done the research, we have the knowledge, we want to really transfer the technology to make it useful, to benefit the society. And India, we want the best partner here in India because we already have a lot of contact with India, we have a lot of students, and we have staff like Dr. Hassan Beg, who was originally from India as well. So we already have that strong link. So once we have that published, then very quickly that information was picked up and we already set up the connection very quickly. So in the laboratory, we know it will work. it won't work. That is a small scale. What I think Mr. Sones said early on is how to scale up to benefit society, benefit humanity in the long term. And what we are delighted to see is that they have been doing that, not just as a pilot, it's already working now, build a school. And they actually can produce, I understand, at least 1,000 bricks a day. It's going to be increasing. Particularly, I was very pleased to know that the local villagers, local women staff in particular, they are able to contribute to the society, so to speak. So I was very pleased to hear that Sugarcrete is not just a blow, it's actually a change, contribution to the society, a change for the city. So thank you very much.
So just to finish that, so Sugarcrete is a waste product of sugarcane that's used as a construction material that has 5 times less carbon in it than concrete bricks. It is 10 times more insulating than usual bricks and is half the weight of usual bricks. And that's what is being actually used to build new construction, including a school here in India.
We continue to do more on that, to do more tests to make sure it's absolutely standard, high quality. In fact, I must add to say, His Majesty the King Charles III, actually came to visit the University of East London last year, and he particularly was interested in sustainability. So he saw the Sugarcrete, he was very complimentary. I had the pleasure of introducing Sugarcrete to His Majesty, and he was very keen to ask questions. And so,
What is the role of AI in sustainability solutions? What is the role of AI? AI.
artificial intelligence.
In
Artificial intelligence today is empowering us with a lot of data that we can quickly access, process, and analyze. A lot of information is available out there in terms of how we make use of energy on a day-to-day, how many chores, whatever we carry, or maybe look at things where we are generating energy as well. So, for example, if you are talking about renewable energy technologies like solar energy or wind energy technologies, a lot of predictability needs to happen, wherein AI can really help us plan what kind of conditions need to be there, how the generation is going to happen perhaps on the next day. So all this predictive modeling can be very useful to AI. Again, the data can be very useful for day-to-day behavior as well. So for example, if there is an AI assistant or a bot that is associated with you as an individual, which tries to manage in the best way possible and maybe use that you personally will have. So things like that can really change the overall system to how we generate energy, consume energy, and manage our energy efficiently.
One example of that is we've applied generative AI into excuse me, the Sustainability Living Lab, and that means that we're now able to predict and forecast different energy consumption and how to actually evolve our range of energy provision on university campuses.
Ma'am, my question is academics based. See, from your perspective or from the perspective of the students, what are the initiatives the university is initiating to mobilize the inflow? That's one part. Second part is, in case a student who has already been doing a course with you, he wants to grow further up, maybe post-graduation. So what are the initiatives? And thirdly, if the students, after completion of their academics, would like to pursue some business-oriented entrepreneurial activities, so what's your take? I would like you to answer these three
Fantastic set of questions. Thank you so much for them. So first of all, you're absolutely right. The next generation is passionate about sustainability. They are wanting to mobilise and enact real change. So that's really important. We're giving them the tools to enable them to do that, whether that's locally as part part of their social networks, for example, through our community garden even, or whether it's actually being able to access the research data and play in these sandpits of research and innovation. And of course it's also because sustainability skills are embedded into the curriculum. In terms of advanced postgraduate practice and indeed beyond that into postgraduate research, we have a lot of amazing sustainability related programs. Just as one example, I know David will want to give lots more, but one example, we've got the Siemens MSc Smart Cities, which is such a powerful provision co-created with industry to really drive urban sustainability for the future. And thirdly, on the enterprise, we embed entrepreneurship and intrapreneurship into the curriculum, so much so that our students have the skills to be able to start up their own businesses. I mentioned earlier, University of East London is fourth in the UK as a whole for the number of annual graduate startups, and indeed we have a huge number of startups that are not only still in existence 3 years later, but are growing on huge acceleration and growth. So just annually, the value of our graduate startups are in excess of £6 million. So amazing incubation and acceleration, particularly for green startups.
As a corollary question, there is a general global tendency at large amid student community to resort to the use of ChatGPT. Even it's going to be a project submission or whatever it is, they tend to access information and then reproduce it, reflect it. Say, how does an academician be in a position to evaluate under such circumstances?
Great question.
That's very, very important, very good question. ChatGPT and LLM, artificial intelligence in general, is out there. And we as a University of East London, we are the first ones to embrace it, to embrace the technology. We are not, well, to be honest, in the very beginning, there were quite a number of universities throughout the world. They were, hesitating, what are we going to do? For example, students are going to use ChatGPT or any other LLM to do the coursework, and then people worried. No, actually, that's not right, because ChatGPT, in fact, I would not like to use the word intelligence. It is better to say it's actually a huge memory reservoir of the existing knowledge that is already created. And so that is much more advanced than any individual program. We were even joking that even Albert Einstein wouldn't have that brain, which is true. So you only use your fingertip, you can retrieve the knowledge. But in the end, human brains are the real intelligence, are the real behind all the innovation, creativity. That's what we want our students to be having, the innovation, creativity. We say our staff, if the student just learn from online, from YouTube, from ChatGPT, from LLM, and also they do that, also learn from us, there must be a huge difference. If they are the same, that means we have failed as academics. So we must prevent that. So what we have to do as academics, it's not just University of East London, it's everywhere, is that we need to change our way of assessing students. Now, you cannot just say, describe this process, describe that process, how do you do this, how do you do that? Because to be fair, that can be retrieved from AI quite easily. You need to say, how do you critically analyze? Why did you do that? We even ask the students, look, this is the examination question you're going to have. This is the ChatGPT or Copilot's answer. So tell me, is that answer right? If it is right, why? Can you improve? If it is wrong, why? What is your answer? So that's the way we will assess. But of course, there are still memories as well. If you study law, if you study medicine, you have to memorize something. In which case, that kind of assessment is done in the examination, not in the kind of portfolio and coursework approaches. So we implement a kind of collaboration, coursework, teamwork.
The advanced manufacturing landscape in Tamil Nadu. So the TANSM, as was elaborately mentioned, supports the students, industry workforce for their skilling requirements and provide cost-effective solutions to MSME startups, large-scale industries. Today, there are 12 MOUs signed, including 4 which is automotive manufacturing, all of that, and SGS electronics, it's electronic OEM. And also 10 academia they have signed MOU. So this signing of MOU indicates very clearly that a balanced industrial development goal, which is one of the vision of Tamil Nadu. Like this Transam operate as a hub in Chennai. We create a spokes across Tamil Nadu. A hub and spoke model. We spread across, we enable the spreading of the cost-effective solutions, training, and all other requirements of industrial landscape.
சார் இந்த கூட்டமைப்பு தமிழ்நாடு அரசுக்கு எந்த அளவுக்கு பயனளிக்குது சார்?
எந்த கூட்டம்?
இந்த இப்போ இந்த நடக்கிற இந்த
தமிழ்நாடு அரசு எந்த அளவுக்கு ஒத்துழைக்கிறாங்க சார்? இல்லை, தமிழ்நாடு அரசு வந்து என்ன மாதிரி இது?
100%. Actually, this Tanzan is 100% run by government. It's a wonderful support we have. With that support only we created the entity. And within 2 years, we have trained about 80,000 engineering workforce for Industry 4.0 and other emerging technologies. Remaining 20,000 for IT students and polytechnic students we have trained. A lot of success cases are there. A lot of MSMEs, a lot of startups they use. The cohort, it was mentioned, is part of Industry 5.0 technology. One of the startup they benefited this facility and they benefit. There are a lot of success cases out there.
Handsome is going to take up this.
The question is not clear.
How the Handsome is going to take
Well, I think that this technology which is developed by this university. I think that it's already being developed by another person here in India. So we have at the moment we have slowly we will try to adapt and apply to where it is. See, this is a technology which is largely used in construction. So we will, wherever there is an inquiry, we will pass it on to them and the industry so that if they need it, we will try to do the handholding. But Transam largely involved in design making. We are making state-of-the-art design. So for example, a product to be developed, it takes about 6 months to 8 months in normal course. We will be able to do it in a week. So what happens? It gets immediately to the market, so the entrepreneur will get paid. Number two, the children who are coming for startup industry, they come with an idea. From idea to ideation to build a product, we will be able to support them. That is the most essential part of it. Because as Mr. Krishnamurthy sir has told you, we have got great opportunity for giving the technology background to our Tamil Nadu children. This is the one and only project in the world. Tamil Nadu, we are the pioneer for this and we have established this. Now every state will follow, but Tamil Nadu is the first one to do it because we have the industry ecosystem. We are one of the largest industry ecosystem in the country. So we have the industry ecosystem. So we are adding this and add on to it. So we will be able to build a lot of products in the future. Many entrepreneurs, small scale and type industries, they all have problems. Their industry problems will focus to us and we will do it.
இந்திய
What is the
அளவில்
difference
சுற்றுச்சூழல்
between the advancement between the 4.0 and 5.2?
4.0 is a largely industry revolution which has all the components which are going to be used for sustainability in 5.2. 5.2 is sustainability, environmental sustainability. See, whatever industry produces, it should be environment friendly also. By 2030, hospitals should not have carbon emission, zero carbon emission. That's the rule. So that is what is going to be enforced. How will you do it? By shifting from a normal industrial work to a sustainable model. So that sustainable model is the industry first.
Sir, how much economically benefited instead of using bricks to sugar cane? Economically?
Well, when we talk about economics, the main benefits that you see in Sugarcrete is, the benefits through the structural stability that it offers, the insulation levels that it offers, the weight of the product itself. So when you compare to a normal brick, obviously, a lot of energy is spent for transporting of your regular waste. Whereas if you look at a Sugarcrete based brick, it would obviously take half the amount of energy. So, it in a way will try to cut down the cost that goes for the transport of the material. For the material itself, the source of the material is a bagasse, which is actually something that is thrown out from a sugar factory. We are actually converting a waste material to something which is going to be useful. So when we are doing that, obviously we are creating such an amount of value in the product. So that value is then communicated across not only in terms of the product itself, but also across the innovative properties that the product offers beyond the existing brick material which is out there. So if it, at all, there is a revolution happening in India where we are starting to mass manufacture these bricks, I'm pretty sure it will fall down way lower than the existing bricks that are out there.
Sir, wood and bamboo are easily fireable. How you are doing the fire safety measurement on that?
You raise a very important point. Obviously, when we are making the brick itself, there are certain amount of additives which are included inside the material, which in a way tries to prohibit. It's very important when we try to develop an innovative solution. For example, a sugar brick, it has to pass through certain stages for it to qualify as a building material. The university comes in where we carry out a lot of research work, looking into different aspects of the material, be it the structural rigidity, looking at the safety of the product itself. So unless it passes those stages, it does not come out, to be commercially available. So, and a lot of work again goes into the overall manufacturing of this product itself. So we have to partner with like-minded manufacturers, for example, you heard earlier today, wherein we look at how sustainably we will be able to manufacture this as well, so that it fits to all the standard criteria that is required by a building material that has or that can be potentially be utilized for making buildings in India or anywhere across the globe.
தமிழகத்தில் நம்ம இந்த கூட்டாண்மை முயற்சி எந்த அளவுக்கு வெற்றி பெறும் நினைக்கிறீங்க சார்?
ஜாய் யூனிவர்சிட்டி கன்னியாகுமரி பக்கத்தில் இருக்கிற ப்ரைவேட் யூனிவர்சிட்டி தான் உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்கிட்ட நிறைய இன்னோவேட்டிவ் ஐடியாஸ் இருக்குது. அப்போ இந்த மாதிரி இண்டஸ்ட்ரி அகாடமியாக கொலாபரேட் பண்ணும்போது இட்ஸ் அ பாசிபிலிட்டி ஆஃப் டெவலப்பிங் நியூ ஐடியாஸ் இன்டு ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ். அந்த பர்பஸ்க்காக நாங்கள் டான்ஸனோட எம்ஓஇ
எந்த அளவுக்கு ரீச் ஆயிருக்காங்க பாருங்க. 650 கிலோமீட்டர்ஸ் தூரத்துலேருந்து நாங்கள் வர்றோம், வந்து ஒரு எம்ஓ எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்ணியிருக்கோம்.
Question for you. What's the role of KCG college?
ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ் பிரான்ச் இருக்குது, எல்லாம் 9 ஸ்கூல்ஸ் இருக்குது. பட் எல்லா ஸ்கூல்ஸ்லையுமே ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் ஹேவ் யங்ஸ்டர்ஸ் லாட் ஆஃப் இன்னோவேட்டிவ் ஐடியாஸ். அதை டேப் பண்ணி அதை எப்படி ப்ராடக்டாக கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணலாம், அந்த மெயின் பர்பஸ் தான் டான்ஸ்.
இந்த இன்னோவேஷன் அண்ட் இன்குபேஷன் ஒரு கான்செப்ட் இருக்குல்ல சார், அதில் பசங்களுக்கு நாங்கள் டெவலப் பண்ணி அதை அவங்க ரெடி பண்ணுற ப்ராடக்டை நாங்கள் சேலபிளாக கொண்டு வரோம். டான்ஸ்
Now, can you tell me what's the role of KCG college?